Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I have a trailer loaded with lemonade here in Harrison, Arkansas, and it's going down to Pine Bluff. And this is not the Outlaw W900. I am now driving the SCS stock default W900, only it has some mod. You'll notice that it has a short chassis. There is no DEF tank. And it's running Slav Jerry's Caterpillar 3408 engine. It has 500 horsepower and an air starter, so let's get going. Yeah, that's what it sounds like starting it up. You know what it doesn't have is a jake brake though. These engines don't have a jake brake, they have something called a brake saver, and that slows the truck down, so it still works. So yesterday I was kind of complaining because most of the jobs, it seems like, that use a enclosed trailer like the one I'm pulling here are either hauling empty pallets or used packaging or waste paper. But I finally found a job where the trailer is loaded with lemonade. I'm actually using a couple of mods to improve the default W900, and I will put the names of those mods on the screen right now. Well, I think I did. It depends on whether future me remembers to do that. Is it just me, or is that AI car going just a little below the speed limit because it knows there's an AI cop behind it? I really did like the Outlaw W900, I still do, but there are some nice things about the newer W900, like the onboard computer on the dashboard is nice because it gives you the cruise control setting, and it also has the current gear that it's in. Also, the GPS looks a little bit better than that little tablet that the Outlaw truck has attached to the dashboard or windshield or wherever it happens to be mounted. Okay, so that is not a Jake brake that I just turned on, it's the brake saver. And you can just barely hear it. It doesn't make anywhere near as much sound as a Jake brake does, but it still slows the truck down a little bit. It saves you from having to put your foot on the brake, and therefore it saves the brake. It's the brake saver. So it turns out there are jobs that aren't empty pallets or waste paper or all those things that you would never expect to be transported over long distances. You just have to look around and I guess kind of get lucky finding one going to where you're wanting to go. Okay, another thing I like better about the SCS W900 over the Outlaw W900 is that the speedometer is pretty accurate. Okay, that car turned just in time. That was close. Y'all, don't slam on your brakes in front of a semi-truck. I think that bus is not going to let me over. Nobody's going to let me over. That's great. Oh wait, no. I think the truck way back there is going to let me over. But I'm going to have to wait for that light to turn green so all the traffic beside me will get out of the way. This isn't going very well. First, I nearly hit a car because they decided to turn out of nowhere, and now there's 4 million cars in the left lane not letting me over. Okay, so how's your day going? Let me know in the comments. Something else you can let me know in the comments. What do you think about YouTubers who refer to their audience as chat? Well, chat, what do you think about me calling you chat? Something I've noticed about the 3408 is it seems to be governed at 2000 RPM, which I think I can get it over 2000 if it's in neutral, but otherwise it won't go above that. You may notice that I'm in Arkansas, and I said that I was planning to stay in Texas for a while, waiting for Louisiana to be released, which I think is probably coming in just a couple weeks. But there was I think an international truck dealership in Little Rock that I wanted to unlock, and I somehow, as many times as I've been to Little Rock, never actually made it over there. So I made a trip to Little Rock just for that, and I'm working my way back south now. Now, chat, I'm calling you chat now. You may notice that I'm not going to do that. In fact, future me, cut that out. Oh, I forgot to cut that out. Oh well. Anyway, you may ask me if I'm working my way back south, why was I in Harrison, which is north of Little Rock? The answer is I forgot which direction I was going. No, actually what it was there was something that I wanted to carry, and I took the job and then realized it was going to Harrison when I thought it was supposed to be going to El Dorado. So here we are, headed south again to Pine Bluff. I really like the trees around here, the pine trees and some other types of trees mixed in. Looks a lot like what the real area looks like. I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky lately, and the trees and the landscape, it's nothing like it is here in Arkansas in American Truck Simulator. But in that game, there's an expedition going on, and they just added Corvette class ships, and I've been having a lot of fun working on building a ship in that game. It's something that I know a lot of No Man's Sky players have been wanting since the beginning, and we finally have it. And I like that game because there's a lot of building in it, and that's why I also like Minecraft. And you may have noticed that I've been doing Minecraft videos lately. Here we are, Pine Bluff. I don't know if there's a lot of crossover in the fans of Minecraft and American Truck Simulator and ATS too, but I'm a fan of all kinds of games, so I've been making videos for both for a long time. Yesterday I was thinking I've got a toggle switch that I use for the Jake brake on my button box, and I was thinking it would be nice to get one of those extensions like some of the trucks have on theirs. And so I looked on online to see how much it would cost to get the real thing that has a little set screw that you put it on with, and yeah, they're like a set of two of them cost $14 or $15. Well, it just happened that I had one of those old little stylus type things that they used to sell at the dollar stores that you could carry around with your cell phone way back when touchscreens first started getting popular. And it looks a lot like one of those extensions. And I pulled the end plug out of it and managed to fit it over the managed to boy, I hate that a lot harder. Driving and talking. Don't drive distracted. But anyway, it fit on there and didn't even need a set screw. So yeah, don't try taking off in 6th gear. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for these two cars now. Or maybe they're going to just randomly stop and wait for me to turn. Okay. I don't have the parking dialog turned on anymore. It automatically picks the hardest spot, so you don't have to get out to see where to park anymore. I do have to try to figure out how to turn around so I can back in from the right side instead of from the or from the left side, which is the correct side to not be doing a blind side back. And speaking of parking, who remembers that time those aliens picked up the DSV and took it to their home world? And then when they were done with them, they parked it right on top of the land, and it had to be moved back into the ocean on Earth. Nobody remembers that. It seems like every time I come to one of these places, I have to make a SeaQuest reference. This is not going to be very easy. And these boxes that were just randomly left over here are a lot of the problem. Are they coming for me? So probably what I'll do is cut the first 2 or 3 attempts backing out and put those at the front. Let's see what we get. Well, I'll probably have to pay for some scratches on a couple of trailers out of that, but oh well. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.